You know that cliche thing that every real estate agent says? The hire me, I've been doing this for 10 plus years. Yeah, every agent opens up with this, and honestly, it's become almost meaningless at this point. But I want to show you what all of those years actually buys you, because after nearly 14 years in this industry, something genuinely useful has started happening. I now walk into homes and know them better than the agent who's currently selling them. Let me tell you why that matters to you. So here's what nobody tells you about experience. When you work one area long enough, you don't just sell a house once and forget it. You start seeing the same homes come back around. I'm now selling houses I sold years ago, or I'm walking a buyer through a home I personally listed 4 or 5 years back, and the whole time I've kept my own detailed notes on these properties. So I will pull up a current listing, look at the private remarks, and realize that the agent selling it now doesn't know things that I know about the house because I was there years ago and I wrote it all down. That's not a party trick, you guys. For my clients, that turned into real money and real protection. Let me show you 3 ways this works for you. The first way this helps you is that I can steer you towards the genuinely well-maintained homes, and this is my favorite example. Recently, I was working with buyers who were very particular. They wanted an updated furnace and an updated roof, non-negotiable. We came across a home that on paper, they were ready to reject on site. They didn't even want to go schedule to see the home. It was about 30 years old and the listing didn't say anything about these updates, so they assumed it was 30 years of wear and tear. But I sold that house before, and from my own notes, I knew the furnace and the roof had actually been completed and redone about 7 years ago. So I told my clients, wait, don't skip this one. Here's what I know about it. We went and saw it, and it turned out to be exactly what they wanted. If they'd only looked at the listing online, they would have never scheduled to see this home. The second way is pricing and negotiations. When I've been through a home before and I know it's real history, it's real condition, I have contacts that most people simply walking in off the street don't. I understand what this house is really worth and what's actually happening behind its walls, so I can help my buyers make a smart, informed offer instead of overpaying based on only what it looks like online. A great example of this is when a certain builder in my town has a reputation of failed plumbing. I have sold a few of his homes over the years on that same street, and I know it's just a matter of time if the house has sold and hasn't had water damage that it's going to soon. That's something you can't see with an inspection. That kind of first-hand background built up over years in the same market is genuinely hard to compete with. It means when you're making one of the biggest financial decisions of your life, you've got someone in your corner who isn't guessing. You've got someone who actually remembers. And the third example is one that people never think about. I save you an enormous amount of time because I have physically toured and sold so many of these homes that when a buyer says, oh, I want to go see that one, there are several times that I can say, ooh, I actually walked that house last week, or I sold it a few years ago. And here's something about the backyard that people don't see from the photos, or something else about the home that doesn't quite show through. I can tell them honestly, based on what I've seen, with my own eyes, whether a home was even worth their afternoon. Over the years, that have saved my clients hours and hours of driving around touring homes that were never going to be right for them. Your time is valuable, and having an agent who's already been inside most of the homes on this market means we spend the time only on the homes that actually fit for the client. So here's what I really want you to hear. When an agent tells you how many years they've been in the business, don't just treat it as a throwaway line. Ask what those years actually give you. For me, after nearly 14 years in this market, it's genuine first-hand memory of the homes themselves. The ability to point you toward the well-cared for ones, to help you make informed offers and to save you from wasting your time. That's what real local expertise looks like in practice. If you're buying or selling in Eugene area and you want that kind of knowledge working for you, I'd love to help. Reach out anytime.